my little love bug here. I'm using a brush that I used to use for myself, which it'll pull my hair out. And I thought, I'm going to try it on my girls. And I'm telling you, the best brush in the world has been this one for them. They adore it. I mean, look at my baby girl. She's helping me. She's pushing her body up against my heart where I've got chest pain. I've I've had chest pain for well over 24 hours. And no, I'm not calling 911 because their poison is what put me here. So, no thank you. I'm going to pull the religion card and say, which it is, God is my doctor. Love is patient, love is kind, and there is no love at those facilities right now, nor is it patient nor kind. Just so we understand each other. Crystal freaking clear. Look at my little love bug. She was over there, this hot spot, because they spread. Was over there scratching at it, and I said, "You come over here." Well, she wasn't listening, so I got my flashlight out, shined it over there. I said, "Hannah Grace Lovins, I'm telling you right now," she saw the light, like right now. She knew better, because she knows what the light's all about. Obedience. Just say it. Don't you? Taking care of Mama's heart. This is love that humans in this world have forgotten. And my father's sweatshirt that's got like 5 to 6 pounds of corn in it. And I'm telling you right now, I am so glad I never cut the arms off. I thought about it a couple times, and there's been too many times where I've put that on my head and put the whole thing on my whole body and just slept with it on because it was like a warm hug from my dad. So today I need to keep the heat on my heart to keep my pain level down because the THC isn't eliminating it yet. So instead of holding it up, which if she wasn't here, I'd have my arm up underneath holding it. In addition to it's tied around my body to hold it in place. And I keep turning it on high, and it's got, my head, it's got my nightcap on it that retains heat, and it's got this little hottie thing that's a microwave thing that you can heat or put in the freezer. Either one you can. I have found throughout my whole care, anything warm has been a blessing. Cold, not so much. It actually makes some of my symptoms worse, especially my internal body temp. When I put that cap on, it's supposed to warm me up, but it's cool to the touch with room temperature. It started dropping it down until it started heating up. So throwing it in the microwave for 30 seconds has helped. So it's amazing what you discover when you've been down as long as I've been. So my heart's not for sale. And I'll say that all day long. They can't have it. I will fight them till the end. And I'm going to use my voice. I think she's on my Bible with the power of him. Because I'm holding his hand. And I have been. Ever since arriving in the Florida Keys. I love it when men fear me. They don't scare me one bit. Never met a man yet that I was scared of. Not one of them. It's funny, little 5'4.5" Natalie. Men run from. Talk about poetic justice. And the seed was planted with my divorce attorney. Gotta love that. Look at her loving this. Yeah, feel good, baby girl. Yeah, feel good. Yeah. Oh, that feels so good, doesn't it? But when I went in to get my one signature divorce, well, actually at the time it wasn't one signature, but it had to turn into that. And I didn't even know it was an option. My my attorney was just like, it's going to take a little longer, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to rectify it. It's a real simple equation. You just have to allow for the time period. But the seed that he planted way back when, in the 90s, you scared me. You hated men. You scared me. I had to take your case. I had no choice. And I guarantee you, he looked at law a different way after me because he understood what was good and what was righteous. And then you got a woman like me walking in there, madder than a hornet's nest, that the oath that I took, the vows that I took to unite us as one, no longer applied to one of the parties in the equation. Yeah. You don't think that ticked me off? Especially when he lied to me for 30 days? Gave a month's notice at work. And by the grace of God, I took the day off. Filthy animals. It's amazing how that works. When you take that little seed, and you keep it with you. File it back in that memory. That's why people are like, well, you drank so much, you ruined your brain cells. Oh, no, on the contrary, I sweat them all out the next day. They were in my body temporarily till I sweat them all out. You have to be smarter than the average bear, and I was. I am, and I will always be. Because I utilize my brain, well, especially now, as far as I can stretch it. And then, when pain kicks in, he stretches it even further towards him. It's a win-win. That's why the school system is broken. It needs creativity on steroids. What? Where have you seen your kids gifted? Where have you seen them flourish? Don't make them do stuff that you wanted to do as a kid. Let them pick what they want to do. Stop dictating to them what they need to do. I understand you need to understand basic reading, writing, and arithmetic. But I'm going to tell you, I didn't learn a thing about government and history back when I was in school. I could have cared two shits about it. And that's the honest to God truth. I did whatever I had to do to skate by and get out of that class. That was like a thorn in my side. Now, as an adult, I freaking love history. So I've been relearning history in the last 2 years in my copious incapacitation of the poisons I was poisoned with. Because I don't think this is an isolated incident. I think I was poisoned, which caused the blood clots. It's pretty simple. I'm not stupid. I can read between the lines. I just wish more of you could too, as well. So I'm just helping speed up the process by giving you my 2 cents worth and try to do it in layman's terms where everybody understands. So when you sit back and go, wow, I could have had a V8 moment from listening to what I'm saying, from all the research I've been doing, I've been working for you. You just didn't know it. I've been behind the scenes being a bean counter. Tax collector. Bean counter sounds better, especially right now, because I've been counting all those beans that are filled with darkness and adding them up. And they just don't equate to justice now, do they? It's funny, those things are just jumping all over the place. It's time we catch them in our nets. It's so fun using the Bible with reference to my life. I am having the time of my life. It's like new material. Who knew? I could have so much fun diving into the Bible. Wow. And I don't even know how to dive. I asked somebody to teach me. He'd rather be the big man on campus and walk around, assistant coach, and do his own thing. That's okay. You'll see the error of his ways soon enough. Living in sin is not where it's at. So, you know. But anyhow, I just want to do a quick little video. I didn't know where I was going to go, but I'm on fire, and I pretty much yesterday started adding up the way that everything's lining up. You know, I've got the family here. I've got Saints. Of course, I got him with my beloved manual. And it's been 63 days. So reality is reality. I'm just trying to fight the system every second I've got left. And who knows if he can move mountains. You know what I'm telling you is true. I got plenty of staff and plenty of guests at this place that watch me. There are security cameras everywhere. When I go down, I go down. There's no denying it. They've watched me. They hear my breathing. Talk about negligence. And then let's talk about my duress, my defensive duress, when they knowingly added more stress to my life when they already knew my situation and forced me to do things under duress. Gosh, I love Brenda Knowles for that law class. Yeah, here's some more. Joan of Arc, she was the classic one. Especially St. Benedict. Ooh, ooh. Those were like, woo! And you know what's funny? When I was at the Basilica in their bookstore, I stood at this rack. Yeah. There's the family. Some of the family. Because, you know, our eternal family. Prayer to the Lady of her Charity. Let's put Jesus on top. He's the man of the hour. He's always been. Just the tyrant regime wiped him off the face of the earth. One nation under God. Indivisible. With life and liberty for all. Isn't that right? Life and just, what is it? One nation under God. With liberty and justice for all. Right? I haven't said it for so long, I almost like lost my mind for a second. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned. I've got more coming up. We've got more coming up.